What is going on, guys? Look, I want to talk about some revelations that I've had over the last couple of days concerning print on demand versus doing it yourself, and how both of them are very important. It just depends on how you want to get in this game. I would honestly tell people it just depends on your ideas, like what you have planned. Like if you already have good ideas, maybe you're an artist, or you're a successful artist or something, or maybe you're not an artist but you have good ideas for artwork and stuff like that. I would say start with one design, right? Start with one design. And I would probably tell you to start with print on demand. And the reason why I say start with print on demand is because there's a lot of people that come into the space who are trying to figure everything out, and a lot of them will go get heat presses and vinyl cutters and things of that nature to get started. But that's a lot of upfront cost for a lot of people, especially when you're trying to figure out what type of equipment you're going to need. It can get very, very pricey. For example, if you wanted to go buy a nice vinyl cutter, you can get a Cricut Air 2, which is not the newest, and it works just fine. I'm still using my Cricut Air 2 that I got 2 years ago, and I got it on Amazon. I think I actually went and looked to see how much I paid. It was on sale. I got it on sale at the time. I can't remember how much it was, but usually brand new they're around like $220. It might be even cheaper. Damn it, I forgot to go to the ATM. It might be even cheaper now, since they have a brand new Cricut machine out. But I would say you're spending around $220 on that. Then you got to buy a heat press. I would go with a 15 by 15 Tussie from Amazon. That's their brand. I would go with that. That's probably going to cost you around $170. And so if you look at it, you're already in for a good amount. You know what I'm saying? You're already in at $390. And so you have to kind of think, is what you're trying to do worth $390? If it is, buy the equipment, do it yourself, save more money, make more profit when you start to sell. I would say if you're not looking for that, I would go print on demand. Jesus Christ, dude. What the fuck is wrong with people, man? Just retarded, dude. Oh, actually, you know what? Let me go get, I gotta run to the bank. Anyways, yeah, I would say if you're not really sure yet and you're just attempting you want to attempt to see if your idea is going to work, I would say have a better idea of what have a starting good idea. Already be knowledgeable about opening your store, whatever you're trying to do. Maybe you're just selling on Instagram. It doesn't matter. Whatever you're trying to do, make sure you are ready to sell, because when people start looking at your your website and all that stuff, you want to make sure that it's complete, that you look like you know what you got, what you're doing. But yeah, go with print on demand if you just want to test your theory, because what that allows you to do is allows you to get in the game with very little money. And the reason why I say that is because it does cost very little money. It does cost money to do print on demand, but it costs way less than what you would invest in equipment and things like that, and then waiting for orders. So print on demand, in my opinion, is very, very good, because, for example, let's say you got a print on demand company that you work with. Let's say premium t-shirt is going to cost you $4. Say it's going to cost you $4 for that shirt, for them to make that shirt. $4 there, and then you got to pay for shipping, which is probably going to cost you about maybe $8 to $9. It's probably going to cost you $8 to $9. So once you're there, you got to look at the price. You're spending, let's just say you're spending 9, right? 10, 11, 12, 13. That's $13 that you're in for on this shirt. All right? So how it works is let's say you made your first sale from your print on demand listing, or whatever your store, or whatever, Instagram, wherever you're selling. Let's say you make the first sale. Yes, you made the first sale. It's always great. First sale is always the hardest. But let's say you make that sale. How much are you going to be out of? How much are you going to have to pay to get that shirt to your customer, right? You're gonna pay quite a bit. Actually, you're not going to pay quite a bit at all. So yeah, let's say you make that shirt, and say you sold it for let's say you sold it for $25, right? Well, now you already know when that customer buys that shirt, the print on demand company is going to charge you the what? 9, 10, 11, 12, $13. So the next thing you're going to have to do is load up your credit card and purchase that shirt that you just sold from your print on demand company for $13. That's what you're going to have to do. Once you do that, I hate this fucking place. Once you do that, your product will be on the way to your customer in no time, right? Well, I say in no time, but it doesn't usually take them that long to produce your product. It usually takes longer to get shipped. So, that's why I say get print on demand, because you don't have to necessarily put upfront cost, but it is going to cost you something. So whatever you sell, you're going to have to pay that base price. And so you need to make sure that you price your products accordingly to make sure that you are still benefiting, that you're still making a profit. You know what I'm saying? That you're still making a profit. Because the big thing that I would say that it's one of the best entryways to get in. Now if you take that same example that I used, that line of thinking, if you would have invested, let's say, the $390, $400 in your own equipment, you know what I'm saying? Now you can go and source your own materials. Now you can go source your own shirts. You can go get a shirt for about $3 to $4, right? You can go to your local Walmart. You can find a place online to find blanks if you don't have your wholesale license yet for your state. And let's say you pay $4 for the shirt, right? So now you got all your equipment, you pay $4 for the shirt. The vinyl is probably going to cost you about $2 to $3 a yard. Most you can get from a yard. Most standard size prints are going to be 12 by 12, so you can go ahead and just chalk that up to 3 designs per yard. So now you take that $4 shirt, you got 3 yards of vinyl, right? You got a yard of vinyl, gets you 3 prints. So essentially you can make 3 shirts from 1 yard, right? It's already cheaper because you're making it yourself. So now, like I said, take that $4, you take the price of your vinyl. It's not going to cost you anything to make your design, and then now you're selling that shirt. What are you in for? Like $7. So now you go and make that same sell at $25. You have more profit margin, and you don't even have to pay for shipping unless you charge them unless you make them pay the shipping. And so you have more in your pocket at the end of the day, and that's more money to pay off your debt faster. Does that make sense? You're making more money to pay off your debt, because you really can't pay yourself until you pay off the debt. So $400 in the hole, now you're bringing in more money to help pay off that $400 as soon as possible. Everything after that, it's going to be straight profit, And so that's why I'm saying there's pros and cons to doing both. With print on demand, you're usually paying you're paying more because they're doing the service, right? You're just doing the drop shipping basically. And so, you know, whatever profit you get is still profit because it's not coming at the cost of you having to physically do it. And so you're going to pay a premium for that. You know what I'm saying? You're going to pay a premium for that from $7 to $13. That's a lot of money to keep in your pocket. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of money to keep in your pocket. So you got to think about those things. Again, there's nothing wrong with either one. Personally, I feel like either model would be best. If you want to test your theory though, go with print on demand first. Other than that, the downsides to print on demand, right? The downsides to print on demand is the shipping times, man. It's the shipping times. So that's the one thing you don't really have control over, is the shipping times and your quality control, right? You have to, I would always highly suggest, before you put a product up for sale, that you order a sample for yourself. You need to see exactly how it's gonna look when the customer receives it, because the last thing you want to do is do your mock-ups, all that stuff with print on demand. You're getting sales, you're sending it to customers, they're getting it, and they're disappointed because something is wrong with the quality control. Like something doesn't look right, it's messed up, and the last thing you want to be doing is trying to figure out why the quality is the way it is. So that's why I would say order a sample first, and then you're gonna have to basically you have to wait on the shipping. Most shipping for print on demand is going to be usually from, I would say 5 to 14 business days, and business days don't include the weekends. So you need to think of Monday through Friday type of mind frame. Sometimes they still work on Saturdays depending on your factory, but usually it's a Monday through Friday. So you need to make sure that you're accurately telling your customers business days, not calendar days. You know, that's the biggest bummer with, like I said, with Pod or print on demand is the shipping times. Most people buy things, and we're spoiled by Amazon. Most people buy things and they are expecting to see it within a 5-day period. And that's just because we are the way we are. We're used to Amazon Prime and things like that. And so, yeah, you have to make sure that you very clearly articulate and put that in the description, so that they know. Very well seen that they know. So you don't have people messaging you after seven days saying, well, where's my product? It's still gonna happen, but you can always protect yourself by saying it's in the listing, it's very clear, obviously you didn't read it, you're upset for something that's not my fault, you saw the information posted there before you made the purchase. And unfortunately, it's not going to stop them from leaving you a bad review, but in your rebuttal, you can obviously just mention what I just said. You didn't read the description. You just bought it assuming that you're going to get it in a couple of days. Wrong. But yeah, just make sure you're mindful of that, so your customers aren't expecting their stuff in like a week, because print on demand is iffy. Like I said, the shit could ship before scheduled time, or it could ship at the very end of that scheduled time. Sometimes it only takes 3 to 5 days to get something produced, or 3 days to get something produced, and then it's shipped out. And it may take another 3 or 4 days to get there. Sometimes they're backed up, and sometimes your shit might not even get made. It might not even get shipped out until like day 13, day 14, you know? Sometimes you just don't know. So again, like I said, pros and cons, which one fits you better? I would say, like I said, if you are ready to go balls to the wall and get shit done, get this stuff yourself, make more money, more profit, and you have more control over how shipping goes, et cetera, et cetera. So yes, catch you guys in the next video. Peace.